Okay. Now let me start the music, and then I'm gonna have you let these people in. Okay. Okay, you can let those people in, or just one, or just two. Yes. Is it two? Okay. And then the other one is iPhone, or he's not there yet. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Let me make sure I can let people in. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see. No, let's see. I got it. I got it from here. I got it from here. All right. Thank you very much. No, thank you. Bye. I think my audio is unmuted, and we're getting ready for the show. Waiting for Alan to come in the room so he can be a part of the show. We'll wait a few more minutes here. All right, we're gonna play the announcement, then we're gonna introduce the show. Well, we have about got 1 minute before 6 o'clock. By the way, this music in the background, this is from my movie, Even Me, which is gonna release August the 19th. Doesn't look like he's gonna make it, so let's get our introduction here.
Oh my God.
It's running out? Hi everybody, this is the Godfather Soul James Brown. I tell you, this business is on. My man is on. Check him out. This is the Godfather Soul James Brown saying stay with it and hit it. Okay, thanks.
Well, everybody, welcome to the show. This is Johnnie J, and let me see if Alan C is in the house yet. Well, my co-host, maybe he didn't set his alarm, but you never know. So I want to let you know that you're watching Innervision FM. This is Johnnie J, and we are here to showcase a lot of up and coming artists, and we want you to get to know these artists and support local music. We're also doing we're doing a contest, getting a lot of these artists into the top 200 Billboard. Now, of course, once you get into the top 40 or top 25, radio stations come looking for you. And so, they're looking for you to have your radio edited music so they can put it on the airway right away, because, they're going to wonder, how did you get into that level? And then you're going to say, hey, Innervision gave us the tools and we used them. And we're with a record company. They know how to do the paperwork on the back end and getting you the exposure on the front end so you can get those sales. Well, since most independent artists are their own record company, we give them tools on how to, get to that point where they're building up their fan base, and their fan base is excited about the single that's going to come out. And then once that single is released, they have all this, people put it in their Spotify playlist, and and people have already bought the single for $1.29, or maybe it's $1.99 now. And so when that time hits, then if you got about 230 or 250 people that have bought that single, then you automatically enter into the top 200 Billboard, maybe like top 110 or something to that effect. But if you want to really get down to the nitty-gritty, if you get about 750 people to buy your single, then you get into the top 40, perhaps even to the top 25, and who knows, maybe even the top 5, maybe, well, you're not the big boys, so we can only wish that you can get to be number 1. Maybe it was a slow week for the record companies, and they didn't release anything that Friday. And therefore, your music be playing all over the United States and Europe. So that's what the contest we're doing now. We're gonna have the winners of that on our show the 27th or 26th of August. No, it's gonna be on a Friday. It's not a Friday. It's gonna be on a Thursday in August. So if you haven't signed up for that, and it's still July or something, when you watch the show, sign up for that. It's a $10 registration fee, and then then we'll give you the other instructions on how you can become a part of it. Now, I do have a book out there called 6 Shades of Blindness. You cannot get it now because we're making some more edits, and we're adding some more things to the book. It's about the movie I produced and picked the actors and starred in that I wrote in '91. We're putting out again, and we're going to be raising some money to do a up-to-date version. And back then, it cost little of any money, but now, if you wanted to make it really professional, we have to raise about $2 million just to be playing with the big boys and make it really professional with audio description and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, a lot of things going on. I know well, our listeners, I know you're just excited about this.
How dare you?
Well, maybe not Greta. She's never excited about anything.
How dare you?
But well, what can you say? 16-year-olds, well, they do buy a lot of music, right?
Oh my God.
Well, this is true. But anyway, let's bring our guest in. MClass, we'd like to welcome you to Innervision FM. And if you can, let's see, unmute yourself there.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you are.
Okay.
How you doing, my man?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing very well. So tell us, for our audience that might have not heard of you, how did you get started in this journey called music, and being able to write and put together your style of is it hip hop?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
your
hip
style.
hop. But I'm not trying to just limit myself to hip hop. I'm trying to do other things, whatever I can collab with. So it doesn't matter if somebody has a country song, whatever I can get my hands on to be honest.
Well, that'll work. So what started you on this journey? I mean, when did you know that you could write a song? Because not everybody can write a song.
Yeah. So for me, I mean, I'm a barber on top of that. So I do barbering and I do music. So
Good way of getting a lot of good topics.
yeah. So on top of that, that's how I met like the person who brought me up through music. And that was because I cut his hair and things like that. But even before that, I was always just rapping like with my cousins and just on spare time, like whenever we're bored, we would just rap or, just joke around and mess with each other. But when I started taking things serious my cousin got locked up and it kind of put my head into a space. And then that's when I started writing. And then I met the person to actually get me going with music. And from there, it was just like putting my music in how I was feeling out onto onto music and how I feel and everything like that. So I just feel like like the whole like mixture of me going with music and barbering and everything like that kind of just all went together. So like that's how I really found my spot in the music place.
So do you like have a like a notebook of songs and everything like that, or how did you keep track of the songs that you
So
write?
whenever I felt like I was in a certain mood, that's how I feel with my music. Is I feel like you have to vibe to it. So if you put your body to your music and you're vibing to your own music, then that it gives like whoever the audience, whoever's listening to vibe to your music, because it's a vibe, you know what I mean? So
Right.
if I'm in a bad mood or if I'm in a good mood, if I want to uplift people, I'll make a song about uplifting, you know. If I'm in a good mood, that's just how I feel. So it's kind of like therapy, I feel like, for music, for me.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Who are some of the people that you uh, you know was
Collab with.
inspired by? Yeah, that well, would that first inspire you, and then we'll get into like the people that you collaborated with. Like, who are some of
So I mean, there's always a lot of people like where I'm from that are rapping. So I kind of seen people I went to high school with. Now they're doing music videos. So it's kind of like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So when I started doing music, now it's like I kind of compete with them. But I'm not from, like, right now I'm in Denver. So I'm really from Erie, PA, Erie, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So, and then I moved to Denver, and after that, after seeing them started like doing things with music, and they're going places. So like it just gave me more motivation to like keep trying and kind of feel like, you know, stay. It's like a healthy relationship with just competing with each other. You know what I mean?
Did you feel like you have to leave your comfort zone? I mean, you leave the city, you leave your comfort zone to help
Yeah.
you catch that fire?
Yep. Because at the same time, I feel like where I'm from is like everybody's kind of in the same place, in the same spot, and they're just trying to blow. So I had to move out to get my exposure, because I kind of talk different. I have a different slang. So I feel like moving to it, like I'm from the East Coast, so moving to the West Coast of the United States is kind of different, you know? So like
Mm.
I just feel like doing that and collabing with other people over here and then collabing with people from the East Coast would blow me up, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the first time I moved to California, and I was there for like about 2 years. Then I came home to visit, and it seemed like everybody was moving so slow.
Yeah,
To- to-
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, so so getting adjusted to that, but not becoming a part of the slow movement.
Yeah, I
I
feel like,
feel you had more of an advantage.
yeah, that's how I feel. Is because like I'm doing shows out here. I'm doing shows too. I have a show coming up on the 19th of this month. So I have another show. I already did two previous before that. And yeah, I'm just trying to keep going, just keep going with the path and see where it takes me. I want to do a lot with my music, but I feel like the fast pace from East Coast and from the East Coast, the way everybody's moving, and they're just like, they're hungry, you know,
Right.
they're hungry for it. So like you have to compete with somebody. It's just like you being in a jungle. If you're a lion, you got to compete with the lions, you know?
Mhm.
So I just feel like from coming from that way and then moving out this way will help me a lot, because over there it's kind of different from over here. So it gives
Yeah.
me two different feelings, and it makes me realize like surroundings and people around me and things like that, you know?
If you're just joining us, we're watching Innervision FM, and this is MClass, and we're talking to him about his music and the diversity in his music, because he is collaborating with a lot of different artists. And tell us, how do you get with other artists to collaborate, and then like do you like put a verse here, put a verse there, or how does that work?
So my process, which this is crazy too, is I moved to Denver, and then I got onto an airplane. But when I was moving out, I actually seen somebody who I used to go to high school with, but I didn't. It was weird because I haven't talked to him since high school. So when I seen him, it was like I didn't know if he remembered me, or if like it would just be weird to walk up to him and be like, "Hey, do you remember me?" You know. So like I was like, So after that, I seen him, and he was rapping too, but I didn't know that, and he moved out to Denver, and then he went to Cali. And I called him and he was like, yeah, bro, I remember you from high school. He's like, we should do a song together. And he ended up opening up for, he went on stage for Polo G in Arizona. So when I seen that, I was like, well, yeah, come out here. So he flew out here, and then, he stayed at a hotel and we went into the studio. And the way that when we were in the studio, the producer, he was even telling us, like, I never seen the way you guys work together, was because, like, while he was doing a song, I would be sitting here writing one. So on the same time, every time, because the way we think is time is money, So if you're in the producer, and if you're in the studio, you want to get as much song as you can, because that's money, that's costing, So when he was in there writing, he would be writing his verse and I would already be saying mine. So when I'm coming out of the studio, he would already have his verse done just by hearing my first verse in the studio. So when I'm recording, that's how he would learn how to collab or go with my flow, or, just the vibe of the song. And then we would play it back in the studio to really vibe to it,
Oh yeah.
And he performed with me out here too. Yeah, he did that song with me out here. And we actually got a video, me and him, we posted a video on YouTube, and that's his name's E-Wiz, and he's from Erie, PA. He has a big following right now, about like 5,000, 7,000 people on his videos.
Okay, well, we're going to take a pause here, and when we come back, I want to talk to you about a little bit about stage performances and some performances I've seen, and then how it's changed and how it is now. But we'll be right back after this.
Innervision, taking you to a new level of Christian radio. www.innervisionrecords.org, the official website of Innervision.
Send us feedback. My name is Brother D'Angelo Travis, and you listen to Innervision FM.
Isn't it fun to sing along to the radio? If you could help someone else have that same experience and take it to the next level, maybe you would consider donating an old car, RV, truck, or boat. For over 15 years, Innervision has been helping the physically challenged and grassroots artists to create their music. Using music to heal the world is Innervision's gift to you, and you can help them to continue by donating your unwanted car, RV, truck, or boat. You'll also receive a tax deduction at the end of the year. Call us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 1-855-500-7433. That's 1-855-500-7433. Charity ID 4015. Your unwanted car, RV, truck, or boat is tax deductible, and it can make a difference right here in Colorado. The artists at Innervision thank you for your support. Make that call toll free using Innervision's charity ID 4015. Again, the phone number 1-855-500-7433.
And welcome back to Innervision FM. This is Johnnie J, and we're talking to MClass about his prolificness in writing music. And I wanted to talk about, because I used to half owner, half manager of this coffee house on Champa and 15th. And on some of the shows we would do, we have like it would be a group, but it'd be like about 20 or more guys on the stage, and we're saying, wait a minute, why is everybody on the stage? Where's your audience there? That was in 2006. How is it today?
So it's different. So like the way, so like when I go on stage, I always see people with like 30 people and things like that. But it's different now, because when you go on stage with people, it's kind of like my first show, I did it with somebody I knew. So it kind of helped me, get on stage and prepare myself. And he already did a show. So he kind of told me like, bro, you got this. Like, if anything, we're going to get this done. So just doing that, my next show, I was kind of prepared already because I knew what it was. But it's different when you do it by yourself, because it builds up something inside you. Like, you become stronger by just going up there by yourself, and you realize that you don't really need a lot of people just to do what you got to do as an artist.
See, what I thought was it was all those guys had a verse, so they always wanted to, they would just pass the mic around so everybody can get their verse in.
Yeah.
But you think like it's more like people
It-
not feeling that secure?
So yeah, like I feel like, well, with that, we had two microphones, so we kind of like memorized it, and we sat behind stage. Even before we got on stage, we would just kind of like have a speaker right there, and then we would like rap to the song and kind of do our own performance before we even got on stage. So when we got on, we were kind of prepared, and we got on and got ready, and then we just, we give each other that same look, and we know. And it's kind of different, is because when you're performing together, you gotta know the person's movement. You have to know if he's gonna choke or anything like that. So if the person chokes like upstairs on stage, if he like forgets his words, you kind of gotta uplift somebody. You can't just look at him, because then it's your performance. So on top of that, if somebody does that and they mess up, you kind of just take the role, and then where he figures it out, and then that's where you let him keep going. So it's more of just working as a team if you're up on stage, but doing it yourself. The way I prepare is I get ready. I kind of put it in my brain of what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna get the crowd hype. And I feel like the crowd has to vibe to your words. You have to get them going to even be on stage and perform and do good.
Now, I know a lot of like hip hop artists or just artists, and sometimes they have like singers that will sing on the tracks and so forth like that. Are there more female singers that that you collaborated with that are putting the voice to hip hop and music or whatever, or is it pretty much like a male dominant type of thing?
No, I mean, there's girls, but it's kind of different, because nowadays, I mean, girls kind of rap different, and they more rap about like, things that are not really like, things you can't really rap or say on stage. So it's kind of different nowadays, because mostly guys, I mean, there's a couple artists that I know that can rap, but it's more of like, if a girl can rap and sing, then I feel like she's gonna go real far with that, because it's a different, she's really versatile. You know what I mean? She's versatile to a lot of things with music. But for guys, yeah, I feel like hip hop is more guy related, because it kind of lets things out of you, that you can't really say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's just different. But girls, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of girls that actually can, but it's more on the singing role,
Okay. And if you're just joining us, we're talking to MClass. And if you're just joining us, get here on time. We're at 6:00. But we're talking to you about his music and his writing, his prolific writing. And like the last song you wrote about, I mean, what was the topic and what was the feeling behind it?
The last one I wrote was Different Ways. So it was just about, so on that one I said, different ways. I was rapping on there, and it was kind of about girls and like the way you just get money. So on there I said, like getting this money, I mean, shifting this money with blades, and shifting this money with blades is like, I'm a barber. So on top of shifting my money, I'm cutting with blades. So I'm really doing that, So it's more, I try to put it into where people can understand and relate to it, So like, I feel like, yeah, with my music, I just feel like the last song I did with that, I was saying a lot of things with the female, with the female part, and it's just like, like don't let me, don't let me catch you alone playing these games on your phone, like it's just it's just like real facts, So I feel like there's a lot of different things that my last song, I kind of related to other people. People can relate to it,
Right. And so tell me, did you say you have, you say a lot of your friends are like producing videos. Have you produced a video yet?
No, I got one on the way. I got one coming. I mean, I just did one with the collab, but I feel like I'm gonna do one soon in Denver. I kind of want to find the right vibe, in the right setting and the right song, because it's all time. You like, if you put more to your music, you're gonna get more results.
Okay,
So
I gotta ask you this, because I wrote and produced this movie '91, and we did it on the school campus downtown, and we didn't get any licenses, any permits. We just, okay, let's stop right here. Let's start shooting. Everybody know the lines. Start speaking it. How are you guys doing the filming these days?
So with filming these days, I mean, I feel like you kind of gotta, now it's like you kind of gotta put it like a party kind of, not really a party, but the way you get it hyped for your videos, you kind of gotta set it up as like a party. So like, not as a party, but like really just to get people interested and people going with your music. So even on top of that, you kind of have like put a set before the set, you know what I mean? So before the music or the video, you kind of got to get people engaged and get them feeling your music already before you go and do that. Because the way we do it is you put the music in the background, you know, and you have it going with a big speaker. And then from there, everybody can hear it. So if you get everybody feeling your music before it starts, they already kind of know your song and they kind of can vibe with you, you know? So if you just catch them off guard with your music, they're not going to know what to do with their body. They're not going to know what to do, you know, even in the camera. So you kind of got to get people in set in positions the right way. And you kind of have to have it in your brain before it even has to go.
So it's going to be like more of a stage atmosphere. It's not going to be like telling any type of story that's apart from the actual music. It's going to be like a stage, the audience out there grooving, you know, to the music and stuff like that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so like basically like people when they see the music video, they kind of look in the background. And that's another thing that people don't realize is it's not always about the artist. You got to look around behind you. So even on top of that, you got to figure out what's behind you. You got to figure out what the people are doing behind you, because you can always have, like, you never know what's going on behind you. You can be rapping and doing this, but like when you go to air it, then you're like, oh, I didn't even know this person was doing this, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then like, okay, there was this movie made about these basketball guys. They were in college going to the pro, and they said they filmed it on using an iPhone. What are you guys using to film?
I mean, I got a camera guy, but he uses like a huge camera. I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He uses like a huge camera, and he comes through. Like, I have an interview that's going to be posted soon on my YouTube. And that's like a professional interview. So, and I had to wear a microphone and everything like that. So from there, I just feel like with visuals, the best thing you could do for your videos is quality. Like, that's the best, like, because it doesn't matter about anything, but I mean, it matters about your music and things like that. But with the quality, it tops it off. Like, it makes it better, you know? So like, because some people won't even watch your video just because of the quality, you know? So
yeah, so you're making sure you get the quality down. Are you maxing out the credit cards or
no, it's really on finding local people that like you can collab with and really like do more videos with them, you know? So like if you can collab with somebody and you got that camera guy, stick with that guy, because he's going to know what you want. He's going to know you as a person. So at the end of the day, it's going to help you out in the long run, because you never know. Like, say if you don't have the money for a video right now, but you could work something out with them where you can pay something later, or you could do something like that, you know? So it's always good to keep your connections going and never burn bridges. That's how I feel.
Well, tell people how they can find you on the internet and how they can hear your music and so forth.
Yeah, so on social media, on Instagram, it's MClass_1, and it's 1 million. And then on Facebook, it's OTF MClass, and you can find that on, like, just looking it up. I'll pop up. And then on YouTube, I have more videos I'm gonna be posting soon. But on if you want to look up YouTube, you can look up eWiz, and then featuring MClass and eWiz. And I'll be on there, and I did a show at the Roxy's, so the video is on there too. We did one on stage. So that was another thing too, is with artists, you kind of, so nowadays with recording, you get farther if people see the process. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to see the process of what you're doing. Right. But if you like, say if you get a video and you're doing a video, do a video of like you recording in the studio of doing your song and like the process of it, so people feel like they're a part of your music, you know.
Right,
But
right.
and then
Oh,
yeah, on Spotify you can find my music on there. I'm on a lot of platforms, so I'm on, you know, all the major TikToks. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anything that's social media, you can look it up, and I'm on there. Oh, Reverb Nation.
Yeah.
I'm on Reverb Nation. I got all my music on there.
No,
So,
you're not afraid of them stealing your intellectual product, because I mean China does that a lot. But
yeah.
but it's all good. Hey, well, man, I just thank you for coming on the show, and I'd like to let people give it give the show a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to Innervision FM, and
All right.
we'll definitely see you the next
Yeah.
time.
Thank
God
you.
bless.